Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Corey here, and for today's video I wanted to do a January favorite. For me, once I find things that I like and love, I use them all the time. I don't often buy new things, but with Christmas and December and getting some new items gifted, I have some brand new favorites that I wanted to share with you. So I've got some food, fitnessy kind of stuff. I've got some makeup, lifestyle, kind of girly stuff. So we will go through each and every one. None of these items are affiliate links or sponsored. I enjoy watching others' favorite videos when they're not a bunch of sponsored affiliated stuff. Not saying you don't love things you're affiliated with. I obviously love Buff Bunny Collection and could have a whole video on that stuff. But for this type of video, I wanted to keep it concise with things that aren't affiliate links. Be sure to hit that like button, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and keep watching. I want to start out with the food type items. I don't really have a lot, but I just wanted to share a couple things that stood out to me as my favorites this past month. One of them being, and hopefully you can find it, my new favorite sugar-free creamer, and this is the Friends Manhattan Hazelnut Mocha. This is sugar-free, but they also do carry it in a regular version if you prefer to not do the artificial sweeteners. We found this at Walmart. I've been able to find this locally at a couple different stores. So Walmart, or for my local folks, Tops is another grocery store we have found it at. This is a gram of fat, 0 carbs, 0 protein. And I love this added into my cold brew protein coffees. It just honestly gives it that Nutella flavor, that chocolate hazelnut deliciousness, and I've never found a creamer that tastes like this before. I hope it's a item that's here to stay, but these creamers tend to do a lot of limited time stuff. This is International Delight, very good. There's also a sugar-free Twix that I additionally love, but highly recommend this if you like a chocolate hazelnut flavor. The next foodie item I want to share is something I've been loving probably for all of December and January, maybe even longer than that, but that is the Powercrunch bars. I have just been obsessed with these, and honestly, here's the secret. If you live near a Target, then go to your local Target and buy it in this cute little box here. It contains 5 bars in the box. They are superior to buying them anywhere else. I have done all the research on this. I've gone to all the stores and all the locations. Buying them this way just ensures that they are as fresh as possible. If you've never tried these, they're kind of just like a wafer cookie, if you will. These just have that wafery texture. They don't taste like a protein bar to me. And honestly, I enjoy these for the protein, but the macro split is kind of evenly distributed between fat, carbs, and protein. These guys are 13 grams of fat, 12 carbs, and 13 grams of fiber. I often get asked as a dietitian what my favorite protein bar is that I can recommend that doesn't have a ton of crap ingredients in there. And honestly, I can't say that this is one of them. I personally enjoy these, and I'm just being fully transparent for the flavor, the taste, the texture, and the macros. They just do it for me. In terms of ingredients, are they the most minimally processed? Not necessarily. If you are looking for something, however, with minimal ingredients that tastes great, I would highly recommend the Outright bars. If you've been an OG here, you've probably seen me eat them a ton. I haven't been lately, but I used to eat them all the time. They're a little bit hard for me to find locally, but you can buy them online. Those are very minimal ingredients. They are done by Mark Loveliner. They taste great. It's a brand you can trust. So that's another one you can check out if you're more in the mode to look for something that doesn't have as many ingredients. But these ones have just been a staple for me, so I wanted to share them if you've never tried the Powercrunch. I wanted to share with you a couple different energy drinks or supplements, things like that. We discuss a lot in my Discord. If you are part of the Buff Bunny Babes Discord, we have a lot of other threads over there where we discuss things like fitness and recipes and just all that kind of stuff. So feel free to join. I'll leave that link down in the description box. But we often get talking about energy drinks and all that stuff. So I am someone that likes to switch it up. So I don't tend to take the same thing every single day. But one of my standout favorite pre-workouts has been the Bucked Up pre-workout. So you can find this at Vitamin Shop or you can order it online. They have a ton of different flavors. This one is in the black, bucked up black. I think it tastes like black raspberry if I recall. The flavor on it's really good. Jason's really good about looking at the dosing on the ingredients in our pre-workouts and making sure that it's all legit and that we need it. Beta-alanine's in there, not my favorite, but you do still tend to see that in a lot of pre-workouts. But I recommend this one more so due to how it makes me feel, which is going to be different for each and every person, what you like from a pre-workout. This one I take 1 scoop and it ends up being a total of 200 milligrams of caffeine, which for me seems to be my sweet spot to wake me up, get me going because I train first thing in the morning and have a good workout, but it doesn't overstimulate me. I don't get the shakes. I don't feel nauseous. Gives me enough energy to have a good workout, to push really hard, and that energy kind of lasts throughout most of the morning, I would say. Second to that, I wanted to share my favorite energy drink, which I don't do as much of with energy drinks, but if I am going to do one, I do love the Alani new energy drinks. This one is in the flavor Juicy Peach. They did gift me with these, but I've mostly tried, I would say, all their flavors. And the Juicy Peach is by far my favorite. It's definitely more of a summertime flavor, but I like peaches all year round. These ones have also 200 milligrams of caffeine in there. In terms of carbonation, they're not too overly carbonated, whereas sometimes a sugar-free Monster for me is. These don't have any sugar in them, 3 carbs, 0 fat, 0 protein. And I do like their energy drinks in terms of their ingredients. There's nothing too chaotic going on in here. I did a full video on energy drinks previously. You could check out if you want to know what to look for in energy drinks. But those are my top picks lately. Continuing on with my favorite fitness things, I newly discovered my brand new favorite running sneakers. And this is a brand I had never heard of before. So I'd love to know if you have heard of them. The brand is called Karhu, Karhu. They are a Finnish brand. Is that how you say it from Finland? It's a Finnish sports brand. They are, I guess, the longest standing sneakers, and I had never even heard of them. I found these at Fleet Feet, so I actually went to Fleet Feet and got fitted, and that is what I would suggest for you. I got fitted. They did a full scan, analyzed my feet, my stride, what I need them for. And so I specifically told the guy I was working with, I need something for running. And during the winter months, I'm just doing all my training on a treadmill. So I need sneakers that are appropriate for my stride on a treadmill. And then he also gave me some recommendations for when I run a race. So the ones I went with are these Karhus. I don't know if there's different types of them. It says Fulcrum on the side. They are a US size 7, which freaked me out because I've always been a 6 or a 6.5. But lo and behold, after he fitted me, I found out I need more room in what he called my toe box than what I had been using. So I've been basically sizing too small in my running sneakers, which very likely could have been causing me some issues. These have changed my running life. They have changed the game for me. When I put these on and ran on the treadmill, it was the first time in literally 2 years that my body said, yes, this is exactly what you need. Running has felt weird for me. It's felt wonky. And I just kind of kept throwing it back to myself like it was something I was doing wrong or an issue with my body I needed to mitigate, which, there's some things here and there I need to fix within my body and stretching, but the shoes were definitely holding me back. Even Jason watched me stride on the treadmill and said it was the best form he had ever seen. It just looked effortless. So these ones in particular are meant for treadmill running. So don't go out and grab these just because I'm recommending them. If you're an outdoor runner or a trail runner, you're going to probably need something different. These were specific to my foot with how narrow my foot is and my heel. So if you're near a Fleet Feet, 10 out of 10 recommend. Didn't cost me any money to get this scan to help give that information for what would be best for me. But, if you're in line for a new pair of running shoes and you're a treadmill runner like myself, definitely recommend checking out the Karhus. They feel great. I'm literally obsessed. I won't wear these for outdoor though, because he did mention they're specific to treadmill running. That's where they are the best. So I'll probably go with something that has a little bit more foam and cushion for outdoor running, but these are a new staple for me for my treadmill runs on the Peloton. Moving into a couple more girly items, a couple makeup favorites for me that I just tried out. I've been in a pretty solid routine with what I wear for makeup. I'll switch up eyeshadow, but for the most part, I'm always wearing the same stuff. But I saw every beauty YouTuber raving about this, and I had a gift card, so I had to try it. And it lived up to the hype, and that is the Haus Labs Foundation. I forgot there's like a long name for it. It is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation, and I got this in the color, or the shade I should say, 270 light medium neutral. It is a little bit darker for me. I need a spray tan or self tan, if you will, to wear this shade, but I love it. It is what I am wearing on my skin right now. I've been wearing it for all of January. It just gives such a dewy glow to the skin. It's medium to full coverage. The first time I wore it to work, my boss, who's a man, I think that matters because I feel like men don't always notice this stuff, but he was like, "What did you do different?" I'm like, "Absolutely nothing. What are you talking about?" And he's like, "You look like you're glowing today." You know how when people say that, you're like, all right, shut the fuck up. But no, it was true. And I was like, oh, I'm wearing a new foundation. I'm so glad you noticed. Like, my skin was actually glowing. I think it helped that this had a little bit of color to it as well. But it's just such a glowy foundation. And for me, a foundation is important that I like fuller coverage, but I like it for it to not feel heavy on the skin, which this does not. It's very serum, light feeling, like I have nothing on my skin. And it literally looks better as the day goes on. So I'm someone who, working a 9 to 5, I put my makeup on early in the morning and I don't take it off until I come home at like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And this is one of those foundations where I get home at night and when I look in the mirror, I'm like, wow, it still looks really good. And I have to wear a mask at work. And I'm also a chronic person that sits here. Like, I always end up with a handprint on my face because I do that at work. I'm always like sitting here with my hand on my face when I'm thinking about stuff. So I usually end up with that blank handprint here, and that doesn't happen with this foundation. So it's pretty transfer proof friendly. All in all, a beautiful foundation that I think would work for a ton of skin types. So wanted to recommend that. The other thing I was super impressed with is the also Haus Labs, or Haus. Is it Haus or House? Not sure, but the lip oil. So I follow Taylor Wynn. She's a beauty YouTuber and she swore by this lip oil. And I was like, it can't be that special. I bought it. It is that special. It actually just helps smooth out the lines in your lips almost instantly. If you have dry lips like myself, it kind of smooths out those lines, and it's just very glossy and it's not sticky or tacky. Put it on right now. It's just so soft on the lips, and I like that it doesn't have that sticky formula to it. There's a little doe foot applicator too. This is in the color called Primary Hybrid Lip Oil. 10 out of 10 recommend. I like it on my lips with nothing on my lips. It gives it a little pink tint to it, or I layer it over a matte lipstick if I'm needing a little bit of juice and hydration in the lips. So that was definitely worth it. And I've been using this religiously, and it looks like I haven't even touched the bottle. So that's also a plus. I additionally like the Lawless, forget the filler, like lip plumping gloss, but that one, I used it all up in a month. And so I think this one's going to actually last you quite a while. Moving right into hair care. I do get asked a lot about hair care, which I feel like I'm on a hair journey right now after bleaching my hair for years. I've just been sticking with the dark hair and just trying to make sure my hair is healthy versus having balayage in it. That really, unfortunately, destroyed my hair quite a bit with all the bleach. So it's been important for me to really take care of my hair and do what's best for it in terms of anything I'm adding to it. And my tried and true shampoo and conditioner has always been Oribe. And my sister got me this one in particular for Christmas. It's the Brilliance and Shine. So I've got it in the shampoo and conditioner. It's in the blue bottle. I've used all different types from Oribe. I've used the Gold Lust, which is probably the most expensive. I really like that one too. And then I've also been using the one that comes in the yellow bottle. That one's supposed to be for repairing your hair as well. But this one I do feel like makes your hair so shiny. And if you've never smelled Oribe products, they just smell clean and fresh. And they are significantly more expensive than if you just go to the store and buy, a random thing on the shelf. But I will say this is the shampoo conditioner that literally always makes a difference in how my hair feels. It doesn't feel too heavy, which I have very fine hair, so my hair can get weighed down very quickly if I'm using the wrong hair products. This just really feels like it helps clean my hair. I didn't wash my hair today, but it really helps clean my hair, and it just feels light and shiny and healthy every time I use it. I don't need to rotate in something else. If I'm washing my hair, this is what I'm using. So if you can afford it, go for it. Sometimes you can get it on a discount now that Sephora offers it. You can, wait for one of their sales and save a little money that way. Moving into another hair product that is a newer favorite find for me. I don't know why I waited so long to use this, but I am someone now that when I go to the salon to get my hair done, I have to touch up the white hairs that are coming in. They're not even gray. They're just shiny white hairs, which I think we missed a couple this last go around. So this has been so helpful. The Loreal Dark Brown Magic Root Cover Up. You can get that at any drugstore. It does exactly what it says it does. You do have to kind of like spray it. That's what it looks like when you open it up. And you do have to spray it like 6 inches away. But it works great, not only for root touch-up, but for me, again, with having fine hair. If I pull my hair up, sometimes just having thinner hair, it's something I'm getting a little insecure about as I get older. Sometimes you can just like kind of see your scalp and, your hair doesn't look thick. If I'm wearing a ponytail, I'll additionally use this to kind of spray and fill in some of those gaps. Or I know people have done that when they have, little receding hair up front or baby hairs, things like that. They just want to fill in. So even if it's not for white hair, this just kind of helps fill everything in so that it looks more full. This says it lasts 1 shampoo, which works for me. I always forget I use this. And then when I go to wash my hair, I'm like, oh man, I was dirty. What's all that stuff rinsing out of my hair? But it's just this stuff rinsing out. It's temporary. You spray it in there, let it dry for a minute, and you're good to go. It's such a game changer. They have different colors. I use the dark brown color. This is forever going to be a staple in my beauty arsenal now. For skincare products, I want to mention, and I don't even want to say recommend because I feel that skincare is so personalized and there is so much on the market. I actually use a ton of different stuff. I use some glycolic stuff. I use my Frey skincare. And then more recently for Christmas, Jason's parents got me a couple items from Skkn by Kim, which is Kim Kardashian's skin line. So they were having a deal at the time. There was a discount, so full price. These are a bit more pricey. But this is the foaming purifying cleanser. And then additionally, I got the exfoliator, which the packaging is just really cool. And this exfoliator smells so good. I just wanted to show you. It does come with like a little scooper to put in there to scoop it out, but clearly I've just been using my fingernail. And then you've got just the pump here on the foaming cleanser. When I posted about these on Instagram, so many of you were like, need to know if it's worth the hype, worth the money, because it's rather expensive. Honestly, I wouldn't steer you in the wrong direction, but for me personally and my skin type, this makes my skin feel like nothing else I've ever put on my skin before. So I always do a double cleanse. I get the makeup off first, and then I go in with the foaming cleanser. And that in itself literally leaves my skin feeling like a baby's bottom. It feels like brand new, a newborn skin that's never been exposed to the elements, to the wind, to the sun, to the toxins that are in the world. Like, it literally feels like brand new skin. I have been using this nonstop. I do rotate in a glycolic cleanser because I do still have acne prone skin. But more times than not, I'm using this on a daily basis, at least once a day. And then the exfoliator I will use 2 times a week. Really love the exfoliator as well. You don't need to use much of it. This is going to probably last me forever, just a little bit. And it's got the very kind of fine exfoliant beads in there. So I don't feel like it's too harsh on my skin, but it's doing a good enough job where it's sloughing off the dead winter skin cells that I have on my face. And I just feel like this combo has really made my skin feel so soft. I like made Jason touch my face the other day. I feel like it's helping makeup apply on my skin a lot more evenly as well, just because my skin just feels healthier. So I'm not sure what the full price cost on this is. I'll have to check that out, but I did want to update you all on that. I have been loving it. I will continue using it. Hopefully it lasts me a while. So even if, you know, that's kind of the beautiful thing with skincare products. Sometimes if they are expensive, but they will last you a long time, it's kind of worth it. You know what I'm saying? My go-to perfume that I swear everyone will love if you're a perfume girly like myself is by Stephanie Ledda. She came out with her own fragrance line, and this is the first one in her collection. It's called 22 Oris. You can see how much I've already used there. I just want to drown myself in this. It smells so good. The bottle is just stunning, and I'm usually not someone to really care about the bottle, but this is a higher price fragrance, so it is nice that I feel that the bottle and the packaging is a bit more luxe along with the price point. The fragrance itself, it smells like some of my favorite perfumes all blended into one, but I don't know what exactly it is. The notes in it says it's a unique yet subtle blend of buttery iris, sandalwood, and soft musk. I feel like it's a little bit sweet, but a little smoky, but a little bit fresh. It's kind of a combination of everything, but it's also not overpowering. So it's not a fragrance I feel like you would wear. And I know I work with a couple people that are very sensitive to fragrances and are very, like, they always notice when I have a fragrance on. And when I wore that one recently, she was like, "What do you have on? It smells so good." At first, I was like, oh gosh, it's going to be too strong for her. She loved it. And I've gotten so many compliments on this. So this is one that I will be rebuying. My neighbors are staring at me right now, so this is kind of interesting. I will definitely be rebuying this. I already feel a little bit panicked that I've gone through so much of it that I want to buy a backup. And I've never done that before with perfumes because I usually get sick of them by the time I'm halfway through the bottle and just stop using it. That perfume is one I'm not going to get sick of. And another great thing about it too is, I don't know if you're like myself, I'm kind of seasonal with fragrances as well. That is one that I think would be beautiful all year round, whether it's winter, spring, summer, fall. It's a great all year round scent. Definitely check that one out if you like a sweet kind of fragrance. They do not sell samples. She just started this company, so I know it's kind of hard to dive into committing to a full-size perfume if you've never smelled it before, but I feel confident enough telling you that I can't see anyone hating that perfume. I really can't. It's so beautiful. She did such a great job with it. And one of my last things I want to recommend from my January favorites is something I'm always getting comments on. Anytime I'm wearing jewelry, I am getting asked, "Where's your jewelry from, Kara?" To which I reply, "It's always Uncommon James. Wish it was sponsored. It's not." I truly love the simplicity of Uncommon James and Kristen Cavallari's brand she's created with her jewelry. It's just very simple, girly, and it's not overpowering, which I've never been a huge accessorizer. I've never been someone really loud with jewelry. Someone that once I find stuff I like, it's what I wear every single day. I don't have 200 different necklaces to go with different outfits. I'm someone who likes to buy classic, simple pieces that I feel that I can wear with everything. The lock necklace I'm wearing is from Uncommon James. I've also got just this little tiny ring on. I got this bracelet for Christmas. It's just this double chain gold locket. I don't think you can actually put something in the locket, but it's just the little heart. And it's so cute. I love it because I feel like they actually accommodate smaller sizes, which I have very tiny wrists. I have tiny little hands and fingers, and I do feel like they accommodate that for me to get dainty jewelry for me. And then I also have, these are like the mini Girl Boss hoop earrings, which I always get lots of compliments on. I think these are great for work. I don't typically like wearing giant hoops at work. It just doesn't really fit the hospital vibe. But these just add a little something subtle and stylish. I've been really into gold jewelry, even though I don't have a gold wedding ring. It's white gold, but I like that we can mix and match metals now. It just works. So I tend to get a lot of gold jewelry from Uncommon James, and they have a lot of different price points. They have a lot of different sales. If you tend to like the jewelry that you see me wear, you most definitely would probably like Uncommon James. So definitely check them out. They do a lot of sales as well, which I really appreciate. For most holidays, they'll do some really good deals. Or if you're new to the brand, my recommendation with most brands is check out the sales section, see if there's something there you like, to get it at a cheaper price point and kind of dip your toes in that way. And the last item I want to share with you that was one of my January favorites, I couldn't find it because my laundry is a disaster right now. So I'm just going to put a picture on the screen of this, but this is from Skims. It's their Naked Scoop Long Line Bra. This is your ultimate full coverage comfort bra. It's a wireless pullover. It's like a seamless type feel. I got mine in black and extra small, and it's truly the most comfortable bra I've ever worn. It's kind of a mix between a sports bra and a bra, which for me is ideal. I hate wearing bras. I hate the hooks and the clasps. It's all very uncomfortable to me. So a very light feeling kind of sports bra, if you will. This one actually provides a little support, a little lift. It doesn't flatten me out like a pancake, but it just has been the most perfect undergarment, if you will, for anything, especially at work, where I just want to be comfortable when I have to dress up and be at work all day. So that bra, 10 out of 10 recommend. I need to get more. And it does look like with Skims, sometimes they sell out of everything, but it looks like this is one of their best-selling bras. And it comes in like 10 different colors, and everything looks to be fully stocked. So 10 out of 10 recommend that. Probably not the highest support bra if you're big chested, but I'm pretty small chested. So for me, it's my dream bra. It's changed my life. So I definitely need more. I will be sure to link that down below. I will do my best to provide links for everything I discussed for today's January favorites. I think I'm going to wrap that up here because that was quite a bit of stuff that we talked about. I think that'll give you a good idea of some of my favorite pieces that I would definitely recommend. If you have any questions on anything I mentioned, let me know down in the comments. And I would love to hear from you what your January favorites have been. If it was your most favorite Christmas gift you got, or something that you've just been loving on the daily, whether it's beauty, fitness, food, throw it down in the comments below. I want to hear about it. As always, if you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more of them, you want me to do them more routinely, then be sure to like this video and let me know in the comments. And I will see you in the next one.